What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J-Man back checking in with the people. And look, I know I ain't dropped a video in a couple weeks, but it's the holiday season, so bear with me. Things might get a little spotty. But this week, it's a big week this week. We had the new Mega Man announcement that dropped today, Mega Man 11. Plus, we getting them legacy collections on the Switch. So shout out to Switch Gang. I know Blandrew been up in Capcom's DMs going crazy talking about talking about how these Mega Man games ain't on the Switch. So Capcom done heard him loud and clear. We got the Mega Man legacy collections coming through. Mega Man 11, which looks pretty high. I don't have history with Mega Man, so I probably will be picking these up on the Switch, play through them, take my time. Should be a chill experience. But the Game Awards, that's coming up this week. I believe it's on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So we got the Game Awards this week, and then Friday we got PSX. Well, PSX is kind of like a weekend event, but everybody's really focusing on Friday, especially if you can't attend, because that's when Sony usually does their press conference. Except this year, there ain't gonna be no press conference. Basically they came out in a blog a couple weeks ago and said E3 2017 and Paris Games Week, basically they shot their load for the year. They ain't got much left big to announce. They probably got a couple stocking stuffers and some surprise announcements here and there, but a lot of the big stuff is out of the way. So, I thought it'll be hard to kind of do a prediction video, but I still wanted to try, because even though I'm disappointed that they don't want to do a conference, I kind of understand if you ain't got nothing else to announce, you ain't got nothing else to announce. It's kind of hard doing 3 shows throughout the year and having new announcements for each of the shows. In my opinion, they need to go ahead and drop Paris Games Week, because to me, PSX is their biggest event because it caters to their fans. And I know it might not get the most eyes, but I think the fans appreciate PSX a lot more than Paris Games Week as far as their core fans. I think Paris Games Week gets the most eyes out of all 3. But hey, PSX is something that they're funding, so I think they should probably try and save some big stuff for PSX. Anyway, not my problem. Predictions. Now, like I said, it's going to be tough to do predictions for this thing because of what they said. So my expectations are really low. And even though I'm coming in with expectations really low, I still kind of feel like my predictions are way too high. So without further ado, let's get into it. First off, God of War. Now, my thing with God of War is they had dropped a list of the exhibits that they're going to have at the press conference, not at PSX, excuse me. And last year at PSX, Horizon Zero Dawn, which came out in February of this year, was playable at PSX. On this list this year, God of War was nowhere to be found. Now, this could be because they want to keep a more linear game closer to their chest, and, they want everybody to kind of experience it when it comes out. I don't know. On the other hand, I'm thinking maybe this game ain't coming out early 2017 like we think it is. I would be shocked. I would be really shocked, because we got a really good gameplay demo from this game in 2016. And, countless trailers after the fact. But it not being playable, or at least not on that list, maybe they'll surprise us at PSX, and for the people there, they'll get a chance to play it. Or some journalists can go behind the scenes and play the game. So that would kind of give me a little more reassurance about the game. But what I think they're going to show at PSX is a little gameplay trailer, maybe like a boss fight or parts of a boss fight. And that'll lead to a release date, a solid release date. I'm talking month, day, and year at the end of the trailer. My guess has always been March 2018, like a lot of people, because God of War religiously drops in March. So I'm thinking March 2018. It falls in line with the early 2018 window that they've been putting on it. So yeah, I think they're going to do a trailer and a release date for God of War. Next up for my predictions is Dreams. Dreams, yes, it's alive. If you haven't noticed, MaNiiaC has been going crazy on Twitter talking about how Dreams is here. We're going to talk about it a lot. They're doing panels during PSX. So we finally get to see Dreams. Now, before I get into my predictions, I just want to say, MaNiiaC, I feel like they're a small team. I think last time I checked the numbers, it was like 50 people that work on their games. And I got to be honest, I've enjoyed all of their games, from all the Little Big Planets from 1 through 3, and Tearaway, which was great on the Vita. And I played it again on PS4. It was a good game. It's best on the Vita. So if you got a Vita, you haven't played Tearaway, it's like a match made in heaven for the Vita. The PS4, it translated okay, but the Vita was like they used all the aspects of the system for that game, and it worked beautifully for the Tearaway game. Now, Dreams, on the other hand, I haven't seen enough of it. I want to see more of the actual game. You know, I feel like they've been showing spots of the creation, and that's cool because a lot of the games have been about you create your own levels, you create your own games within the game. That's cool and all, but I didn't really utilize that stuff when it came to like Little Big Planet. I wanted to play what they created, what story they created, and then I played a lot of other people's levels. So the play and then playing other people's creations was what I loved most. And I haven't seen that from Dreams yet. I think I want to see them go more in depth with that. And I think they're going to do that with the panels that they have. But I also think they're going to come with a nice trailer, a nice lengthy gameplay trailer, maybe like a story type trailer that gives us a solid idea of what the game is. And they've been talking about this beta that was supposed to come out in 2016. I think we're going to finally get a beta for this game. And it's going to be something that they say is available now. You know, Sony likes to do that, and this is available now. And you go and download it by the end of the press conference. I think the Dreams beta will either be available now or coming very soon. They'll have a date for that. Expect to see Dreams showcase a lot of VR stuff. When they first showed gameplay, like off camera stuff, they had like the Move controllers playing the game, and even in some of the trailers, back when the PS4 was even revealed, you've seen a lot of the motion control stuff being incorporated with Dreams. So that's already there. They just probably had to get the VR headset stuff going. So that'll be pretty dope for them to showcase that for VR. Moving on. Like I said, this is PSX is supposed to be small, low key. I don't think we're going to see a Spider-Man trailer. Now, I'm on the fence about this prediction because Spider-Man, I expect to come out somewhere in like the middle of the year. So I think maybe they can get away with showing a trailer somewhere early in the year next year, and then doing like with a release date, and then showing the game again at E3 before it comes out. So that's why I think we'll not see Spider-Man at PSX. And same goes for Death Stranding. Now, the reason why I say this is because I expected Death Stranding to be somewhere at PSX this year, but the way Jeff Keighley has been tweeting about how Norman Reedus, Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, they're all going to be like presenting at the Game Awards. So it's only right that they're going to do something Death Stranding at the Game Awards. So I don't expect them to be at PSX as well, unless they're showing the same trailer. I also don't think there are going to be any Last of Us 2 trailers. Naughty Dog talked about how we're going to see more Last of Us before the year is up. Now, I think they're doing a panel. I believe it's on Saturday, and I think they're probably going to talk more about the world, the characters, and the development of the game, but I don't think we're going to get another trailer for that game. I don't expect to see Last of Us like visually until E3 2018, where we get like a big gameplay blowout, and then the game comes out, you know, in 2019. Detroit Become Human. I think we're going to get a story trailer for Detroit Become Human and a release date. I believe in my predictions I had Detroit Become Human coming out in the first half of 2018, maybe somewhere like April or May for Detroit Become Human. So yeah, like maybe another trailer, and the last trailer we'll probably see for the game, and then a release date for Detroit Become Human. I would be shocked if we didn't get a release date for this game, because out of this bunch, other than God of War, I feel like Detroit Become Human is like the next thing that's closest to being done. That's a short thing to drop in 2018. Second to last on my list, I got Days Gone. Story trailer, no release date. I don't see Days Gone coming out until like toward not the end of the year, because I don't think they're gonna drop Days Gone with all the big hitters, but like right before the big hitters hit, like when Metal Gear dropped in like September. So maybe like late August, early September for Days Gone. So I don't expect to see a release date for that game until E3 2018. But I do expect to see another story trailer about the game. And, you know, just showing us more about the world. Maybe throw a little gameplay in there so we can see more about what you can do in the world. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to Days Gone. A lot of people, you know, are saying it's the Last of Us clone or another zombie game, but I'm okay with that. I love zombie games, and I haven't got tired of them. What's the name? Dying Light is still one of my favorite games this generation, and I expect Days Gone to be just as great. Third person wise and open world. So hey, I'm looking forward to it. Well, hopefully we'll see more at PSX. And last but not least, Ghost of Tsushima. This new Sucker Punch game looks fire. Yeah, they only showed us pretty much a little story teaser trailer. I think since they said they've been working on this game for about 3.5 years, they got a God of War-esque gameplay trailer, I think, ready for us. I think it's something they probably wanted to do at Paris Games Week, but cut it and maybe saved it for PSX. I would be shocked if we didn't see anything from Ghost of Tsushima, being that it's been in development for a few years and Sucker Punch hasn't put out a game since 2014. So yeah, that's pretty much my predictions. I don't expect much third-party stuff here. Like I said, it's going to be small, low-key. So I expect them to focus on what they got coming out 2018 and beyond, more on PlayStation stuff. Maybe they'll throw some indie stuff in there, but again, it's a small little thing that they're doing before, so I don't expect too much from PlayStation to do outside of their core exclusives. That's my predictions, folks. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of my predictions. I also want to hear what you guys think is going to happen at PSX 2017, being that it's not a conventional conference. And do you guys think this is a good idea for Sony to do? I personally don't. I think they should go back to a conference because it's perfectly lined up for E3 in the middle of the year and then PSX at the end of the year to show us what we got coming next year and beyond. So like the video or dislike, however you want to rate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And I'll catch you on my next video. Peace.